What's up, YouTubers? Johnny DIY here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix scratches and chips from your paint on your bicycle. If you guys are new to my channel, do me a favor, click the subscribe and the notification bell so you can get all my new videos. Alright guys, let's get to this one. Okay, so let's go over the prep of the area. First, you're going to want to clean it with soap and water to get rid of all the dirt and grease. Then get yourself some wet, dry sandpaper. Now this is optional, it's going to make it look better in the end. And we're just going to rough it up. We're going to soften the edges around the chip so that it's more uniform. So it's not just a big, crater. Give it a wipe. And then once you're finished sanding, get yourself some rubbing alcohol. We're just going to wipe it down and get all the dirt and grease off again before we paint. Okay, now before we paint, let's talk a few options. Number one, you could go ahead and get some custom paint made at a local auto paint and body shop. This is if you're really picky and you want a perfect match. You can get some spray paint made or a little bottle of touch-up. It'll run you around $20 to $25. Two, you should be able to get some just spray paint off the rack, off the shelf. That should match close enough. If you can, auto spray paint is the best. And number three, if you're totally on a budget, nail polish. You can get this for $1 at the dollar store, 99-cent store, even Walmart has it for $1. Now I know you might think, oh, that's not going to hold up, but I have used this and I've even polished it after, and it's held up very well. It's very strong, so keep those in mind. Alright, so we'll take some of that red that I have and I'll spray some into the cap. Now go ahead and grab yourself a Q-tip or a little artist brush. I'm just gonna, I don't know how close this is going to match, but it's pretty thin. It's a little darker. We'll just brush it on those little chips. Just use enough to cover the area you need to. Less is more. We can go ahead and put another coat on if we need to later. Now don't worry, it doesn't have to look perfect. We're going to come back to this after it dries. Now our purple bike, we're going to be doing the nail polish. Go ahead and shake it up real good. Wipe it off a little bit. Now you're just going to want to brush it on. And try and brush it in the same direction. I'm just going to do up and down. It's a pretty big chip. This one might need 2 coats. And just go ahead and let this dry in the shade. Don't put this in the sun. Okay, now we're going to come back to this tomorrow. We're going to let the paint dry for a full day. Alright, as you can see, the paint didn't really match perfect. This was just some extra paint I had. But we're going to take our wet sandpaper, the same stuff from yesterday, and we're going to start sanding it just a little. We're going to try and get the paint to blend a little more as we sand it. It'll maybe take off some of the extra paint we had. But go slow, because it'll go through the paint really fast. Alright, there we go. I think if I take off any more, I'm going to take off too much. Then we'll just go ahead and give it a cleaning. We'll come back to this one. Let's go ahead and work on our purple one. I think I got this one to match a lot better. It's a pretty good match, that nail polish. Dry it off. Okay, now you're going to want to get some of this automotive polishing compound. I'll put a link down in the description for you guys. You could also use like a automotive scratch remover. It's kind of the same thing. This is going to take off just a little more material. So we'll take our compound and we're just going to swirl it on the area in a circular motion. Give it some moderate pressure. And we'll take our dry towel. There we go. Now look at that. From a couple feet back, you can see it if you look for it, but really compared to what it was, it's almost perfect. Do the same thing to our red one. Yeah, this one, the color just wasn't good and match. It just doesn't blend too well. Surprisingly, our nail polish did better because the color match. See, when you polish it, it takes off just a little bit of material. We can see the red on our pad. But I think this one came out the best, and that's just with $1 worth of nail polish, guys. Alright guys, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, also subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get all my new videos. Thanks for watching Johnny DIY, guys. Keep on doing it yourself. Take care.